Myself is Arif Nizam. Good evening to you, all of the participants and scholars and faculties. So I will focus on youth education and skilling without wasting any time on. I am research fellow in the RGNIYD in the Department of Development Studies under the guidance of Dr. Siva Kumar. So my topic is education and skilling the youths in India, issues and challenges. So my previous speaker has also spoken about this. So I will leave those of some data and issues. So I will move again. My PPT is moving.
Yes, it is moving. Yes.
So previous speaker talked about demographic dividend. What is ailing to reap the benefit? Because already we are crossing the youth population of India will cross or will start aging. So main problem reaping demographic dividend depends on the quality of human capital of working age population, such as schooling, skilling, and education. So education is central to reaping the dividend. So what education means? So there are two views of education. One view is that one possible aim of education is to increase the agency of individuals' ability to critically act, to reflect and rebuild one's environment. It can be increased and decreased depending on one's internal family, caste, class, and external state policies, prevalent social norms, etc., and environment. Second aim of school education is to give literacy and knowledge so that they can decide future specialization through training, education, and prepare for jobs and entrepreneurship. This is called instrumental view of education. So where did we stand today, India? India in comparison with other countries, what is the relationship between schooling with growth and skill development? So when we see that how education is related to growth and development, so, and especially like Right to Education Act was passed in the 2019, so we were very behind from those countries who are currently reaping the benefits or has reaped the benefit of demographic dividends, such as South Korea. They passed in 1953, China 1986, USA way back in the 19th century, and other countries. So Malaysia was last in 2003, and see the how skilling profile means is very high. 96% is skilled in formally skilled in South Korea, China 53%, USA 52, UK 68, Germany 75, Japan 80%, and where we stand in India only 10%. And what it is affecting is low work participation rate, especially among women. So it is only 23.41% women participate aged above 15 and up to 59 in formal or informal both sectors. So this is the basic education, how we miss the bus or train, that not universalizing education is affecting us. So demographic landscape of India, decreasing youth population. So we see when the youth population between this is the yellow line, so it is how it is declining. So 27.5% was in 2011. Now it is projected that 27.3% is only now youth. So it will starting to decline. And what will happen? 15 to 59 workforce participation will be high, no doubt, that because youth will be aging and they will cross, so dependency will increase. So we are already missing the that so-called demographic dividend because of quality of education. So see, if we see higher education or dropouts in schools, secondary levels, we are in secondary schools. So currently 12.16 crore children are enrolled in 5th class, 64 million in 6th to 8th class, and these are these are currently enrolled children. And we have reached 100% gross enrollment ratio in primary education, 89% in upper primary, and 77% in 9 and 10. So total enrollment in a school at a time in year 2019-20 was 229 million. So GER in 12th, but GER in 12th level remains 51.2% in 2020. Only 51% population of 5 to 17 join the higher education, higher secondary, or 59% does not complete the higher secondary. So what is the challenge? So a big challenge in next 6 to 10 years is, can we able to get 21 million people currently enrolled in primary to complete at least 10th or 12th with quality schooling, or will it remain to grow at current rate of 38 to 50 million? Leaving 70 million dropping out from schools. There is huge social gaps also, like rural-urban divide, state-wise division. Poor states such as in the east are doing badly, and some states are doing very good. So, and there is also gender, and what will happen after COVID, we don't know these enrollments, or how drop out gone down, or it may have increased. So higher education, if we look now primary or secondary to higher education, GR is 27%, and it is 23% SC and 18% ST. So they are catching up. So this is the GR is 18 to 24 years age group. Total enrollment in higher education was 38.5 million, with 90.6 million boys and 18.9 million females. So girls are also catching up with the boys in higher education. So in UG, there was 30 million people enrolled in 2019, or 3 crore, but only 66 lakh got degree was awarded in 2019. So we don't know how much people after joining, they even drop out from the higher education. PG, there were 4.3 million people means enrolled, but degree was awarded only 15.8 lakh in PG in 2019. So maybe one cause may be that there is Uchta, so a lot of people are getting enrolled, but maybe it will increase in future. We don't know, because duration of these courses are only 2 years. So, and PhD, people are enrolled in 2019, but degree was awarded only 38,986. So means a lot of it looks like dropout is also happening in PhD level, and others are diploma. So and we relate education, schooling, and skill to workforce participation, and workforce 2028. 403.5 million, or 40.3 crore Indians are currently part of workforce, and on average includes all sectors, both formal, informal. 89% workers are in informal sector. So 10 million or 1 crore new entrants also join workforce every year. So means 1 crore people. This is massive. So 35 million remains unemployed throughout a year on average, and more claims to be underemployed or fall in need, means not in employment, education, and training category. So these are data from Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. So education profile of workforce India is means people who are participating in workforce or labor market. 24% are not literate, 21% middle, and 13% primary. Graduates and above are only 12.2%, secondary 12%. So this is showing a dismal picture of education, workforce education is in skilling in our country. So what the market, they say that unemployable. They say that most of the graduates are unemployable, or an example of unemployability of educated in India. Total 45.6% youth graduate on average are unemployable, according to several market-based studies such as India Skill Report 2022. So everyone comes, look like engineering, engineers are unemployed, BAs are.
Excuse me, Arif, if you have 1 more minute.
Okay, ma'am. I will finish. Where did we stand today, India? Also, okay. So, what are the challenges or issues? It is it possible to bring back the dropouts and inskill into reskilling? Is the most difficult task. Once a person enters into labor market, is difficult. Does the acquisition of a skill need education? Yes, at least schooling is needed. So, why people drop out from education or fail to get a skill? Who are those people? There are class, there are caste, there are wealth, everything is making that complex thing. So state and market role in skilling. Where is the market? Private sector. If private sector need skilled workers, so why they can't able to skill the people necessary? People will pay if they will get jobs. So whether job is not available, or do we know the sector-wise exact supply-demand scenario of different kind of skills, information asymmetries? There is no employment exchange working that say that this skill will lead to this job. So why there is low quality of workforce, and why half of the educator remains employable? So this question challenges dropout, school, skill, educated, graduate, certified, degree holder, but also low skill, unskilled, or unemployed, or underemployed, or lack ability to do required job as per qualification. So these are the Pratham, CI, FICCI, SUTM, NASCOM, everyone complains there is youths are not employable, means educated are not employed. So why? So I'm proposing that one is the vicious cycle of mediocrity or mediocrity trade. So there is high informality, low productivity because of vicious cycle of mediocrity. What is the vicious cycle of mediocrity? Just I will explain, and after that there is will be only one slide. So mediocrity trap or vicious cycle of mediocrity. It is a condition whereby students are taught or trained by teachers who themselves have not received quality education but enter into the teaching profession as it is unattractive for others, or system of hiring is corrupt. The generation of students produced by such teachers would be most probably mediocre one. And if those students again interest into teaching profession, they would again produce mediocre students. This makes a vicious cycle of mediocrity. This process makes a student mere degree holders but unqualified to work. It is seriously mirroring in India in both public and budgeted private sector, schools and colleges. So this was so how to break this mediocrity trap. This is my concluding PPT slide. So as improving quality education is most important factor in boosting human capital, we need to immediate equal focus on quantity and quality in education. Focus on GR alone will not solve the problems. Why quality is important? Education has both intrinsic and instrumental values. So ensuring quality educators and trainers, PhDs, attract quality and specialized people into education and training. There is no doubt of people. IITs and IIMs are producing a mass, but they are not ready to teach in engineering college, or because that is unattractive. So exit means, and if bad people enters in the system, so there should be exit or transfer of that people who are not committed to education or teaching, or so there should be a transferred or means other. A special focus on marginalized rural communities and women, first generation learners who lack social capitals, networking and access to quality education. Focus on states having still, there are many states, they are still average is 19. So just the mental well-being and life skills support. So focus on present and future skills of you, 20th century and skills. Okay, thank you, ma'am.